Hey everyone, welcome back to the Talk Up English channel. I'm Brian, and I'm here with my amazing co-host, Chloe.
Hi, Brian. Hi, everyone. We're so happy you're here today with us. We've got a fun episode because we're going to talk about something very important, our daily routine.
Exactly. A daily routine means the things you do every day, like waking up, eating breakfast, going to work, relaxing, and going to bed.
Yes, and talking about your daily routine is one of the best ways to practice English because you can use it all the time in real life.
So today, Chloe and I are going to share our daily routines with you. We'll give you examples, new words, and phrases. And you can even practice by repeating after us.
Let's start right at the beginning of the day, when the alarm goes off.
All right, so every morning, my alarm rings at 7 a.m. I usually hit snooze one time. I press the button to sleep a little more.
Oh, I know that feeling. I usually wake up at 6:30 a.m. I don't like snoozing because if I snooze, I might fall asleep again.
That's true. So I wake up, stretch, and the first thing I do is drink a glass of water.
Nice. For me, I usually check my phone for a minute. I know. It's not the best habit, but I like to see if I have any messages.
Yeah, a lot of people do that. After drinking water, I go straight to the bathroom.
Do you shower in the morning or in the evening, Brian?
Morning. Definitely morning. I take a shower, brush my teeth, and wash my face. That really wakes me up.
Same here. I take a quick shower, brush my teeth, and then I choose my clothes for the day.
Right. I usually wear something casual if I'm working from home, but if I have a meeting, I put on a shirt and jeans.
And don't forget deodorant and perfume.
Yes, very important. Now, breakfast. Brian, what do you usually eat?
I like simple breakfasts. I usually have eggs and toast, sometimes with a cup of coffee.
That sounds good. I usually eat oatmeal with fruit or sometimes yogurt. And always tea. I love tea in the morning.
Yeah, breakfast is different in every country. Some people eat a big meal, and others just grab a quick snack.
Exactly. And here are some useful phrases. I have breakfast at 8 a.m. I drink coffee in the morning. I usually eat fruit for breakfast.
Okay, so after breakfast, it's time to start the day. Sometimes I go to the office, and sometimes I work from home.
For me, I usually go out. So I put my things in my bag, check that I have my phone, keys, and wallet, and then I head out.
And how do you usually get to work?
Good question. Sometimes I take the bus, sometimes I take the train, and if I'm in a hurry, I order an Uber.
Nice. I usually drive my car, but if there's a lot of traffic, I prefer to take the subway.
So here's a tip for our listeners. When you talk about transportation, you can say, I go to work by car. I take the bus to school. I ride my bike to the office.
All right, let's imagine we're at work now. What's the first thing you do, Brian?
The first thing I do is check my emails. Then I look at my schedule for the day.
Me too. I make a to-do list and write down my tasks.
That's a good habit.
And then during the morning, I usually have meetings, answer calls, and work on projects.
Yeah, and for students, it's similar. You go to class, listen to the teacher, take notes, and do homework.
Exactly.
Okay, now let's talk about lunch. I usually have lunch around 12:30.
Me too, around noon. Sometimes I bring food from home, and sometimes I go out to a restaurant.
Same here. If I go out, I usually order something quick, like a sandwich or salad.
Yes, and here are some common phrases. I'm going to have lunch. Let's grab something to eat. What's for lunch today?
After lunch, it's back to work, but usually I feel a little sleepy.
Yes, the afternoon can be tough. I like to have a small snack, maybe fruit, a cookie, or some coffee.
Yeah, a coffee break is really common.
And sometimes I go for a short walk to get some fresh air. That helps a lot.
Okay, so the workday is almost done. I usually finish around 5 or 6 p.m.
Me too. And after that, I head home.
Right. Sometimes I drive, sometimes I take public transport, and sometimes I order an Uber if I'm really tired.
Yes, that's why the phrase call an Uber is so useful.
Exactly.
Now, dinner. Brian, what do you usually eat for dinner?
I usually eat something light, maybe soup, pasta, or chicken with vegetables.
That sounds healthy. I like cooking dinner, so sometimes I make rice, fish, or a salad.
And sometimes, if I don't feel like cooking, I order delivery. Pizza, sushi, burgers.
Yes, delivery is always an option.
After dinner, I usually relax. I watch TV shows, read a book, or listen to music.
Same here. Sometimes I talk with my family or I video call my friends.
Yeah, and this is a great time to practice English too. You can watch YouTube videos, listen to podcasts, or practice speaking.
All right. It's the end of the day. Before bed, I always brush my teeth and wash my face.
Me too. I also prepare things for the next day, like my clothes and my bag.
That's smart. And then I usually read a little before sleeping.
I like to set an alarm for the next morning and then turn off my phone.
Good idea.
So that's our daily routine, from morning to night.
Yes, we talked about waking up, eating breakfast, going to work, having lunch, relaxing, dinner, and bedtime.
And now it's your turn. Try to describe your daily routine in English. You can use the sentences we shared today.
That's right. And remember, don't worry about making mistakes. The more you practice, the better you'll get.
Exactly. Practice makes progress.
We hope you enjoyed today's episode.
Yes, thank you so much for listening and practicing with us.
See you next time on Talk Up English Channel.
Bye-bye.